Just because you hate this chapter doesn't mean you will hate the book. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, you're fooling yourself. That's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him. There is a healthy amount of distrust to have in everyone. Nobody is ever after being stated, "You are not crazy, you are intelligent." Don't be afraid of shadow. It just means there is a light nearby. When trying to please everybody, you almost always please nobody. If you wouldn't take advice from them, why would you take criticism? If it can be fixed, why are you complaining? If it cannot be fixed, why are you complaining? If you are trying to break a habit, don't say this is the last time I am doing it to yourself. Instead, say this is the first time I am not doing it. When you lose, don't lose the lesson. Life is what happens when you are doing something else. Good experience comes from bad experience. No good deed ever goes unpunished. Hell is the distance between who you are and who you want to be. Be easy to love, hard to break, impossible to forget. A ship in a harbor is safe, but that is not what ships are built for. The trouble is you think you have time. The people do not think about you as much as you imagine they do. Focus on you. People come and go. If you don't control your mind, someone else will. Sometimes the things that break your heart ends up fixing your vision. Loneliness is the price you pay when you start to improve yourself. To avoid disappointment, expect nothing from nobody. Everything comes to you at the right time. Be patient and trust the process. If you are a giver, remember to learn from your limits, because the takers do not have any. What other people think of you is none of your business. If someone is trying to bring you down, they are already below you. A wise person learns from his mistakes. A wiser person learns from the mistakes of others. If you want to change the world, first change yourself. Eat a frog first thing in the morning, and nothing else will defeat you. You win some, you lose some, and some get rained out. The people who say you cannot and you won't are usually the ones scared that you will. Your value is not determined by someone else's inability to see your worth. Today is the oldest you have ever been in your life and the youngest you will ever be again. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others fine. Sometime you win, sometime you learn. What other people think of you is none of your business. Focus on what you can control, not what you cannot. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Your life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. Success is not in what you have, but who you are. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid not to try. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack in will. The only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. It is not about the cards you are dealt, but how you play the hand. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. Life is a journey that must be traveled, no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. Your attitude determines your direction. Be a good person, but don't waste time proving it. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for something you are not. If you can survive your own thoughts, you can survive anything. Whenever you are about to find faults with someone, ask yourself the following questions. What fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize? Normalize walking some paths alone because goals are personal. If nobody helps you, do it alone. Don't go broke trying to impress broke people. Learn to heal without venting to everyone. Stop telling people everything. Most people do not care, and some secretly want you to fail. Be kind, but don't let people use you. Worrying doesn't take away tomorrow's troubles. It takes away today's peace. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. The harder I work, the luckier I get. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change.